Hello again, everyone. Melth here, with the finale of the Advance Wars 2 hard campaign challenge run I've been doing. I have done every single mission so far with 300 points and no casualties. Time to see if I can repeat that same performance for the final mission here with one added challenge too. I'll play as the 3 worst COs available. The story is the same as it was before, so skip that for now. We'll go with Sammy, and Jess, and Sonya, who are undoubtedly the 3 worst COs available for this mission. Each is probably less than worthless. This is the least worst positioning for them, I would say, though. I'll talk about why as we get into the mission. The music here feels fittingly ominous for going up against the Juggernaut Sturm with these 3 weaklings. Now, I've said before, and will say again, that I appreciate that the maps are different here in Hard Campaign, and not just normal maps with more enemy units, at least not all the time. It's an all-new challenge. Let's take a look at it. So, first of all, the missile as before is just kind of scenery. What matters here is the death ring. If we destroy that, we win. It fires every 7 days, which will be hard to deal with for a no casualty challenge, but otherwise it's not that big a deal, really. Destroying the death ring, though, is a lot harder now than it used to be, because for one thing, this is mini cannon blocking it. So even if we had good bombers, which we don't have, we have bad bombers on this bomber-focused mission, we couldn't just sneak one in and blow it up like that. Also, the 2 black cannons now aimed upward covering it, making it almost impossible to approach before those things are destroyed. So that makes things harder. Although on the other hand, it does mean that it's easier for Sammy to set up because they're not aimed down at her, so that's something. Although on the third hand, yes, we need at least 3 hands for the complexities of the situation, and probably 5 or 6 feet too, I would think. That is aimed upward covers, the approach to his base here and really impedes Jess on this front, so it's hard to say whether it's easier or harder this way overall, I would say. Aimed right at Sammy is this gigantic land force that she can't possibly handle on her own, so that'll be tough to deal with. She's here because she has good transports, and on this middle section of the map, transports are important because it's very big and wide open, so getting infantry spread out is quite important. We'll get another transport for that same reason, and end our turn. So, as you can see, the corner bases are much more isolated than things used to be in normal mode, so we can't really assist each other like we could over there. It's kind of 3 or 4 separate battles we gotta fight. Over here, I think this is the best approach for capturing the cities fast while also getting infantry toward this base quickly. Now, the reason Jess is over here is that Jess is probably the worst of the 3 COs for this mission, because vehicle units are basically just worthless here. It's all about bombers, and she's bad at bombers, and so she just isn't good at anything that's of any real value. Sammy has transports which are worth something, and Sonya has the least worst bombers of the 3, so that's also worth, something. But Jess is just terrible. And this front is the worst front, because there's no airport here in the first place. Even with a good CO, it basically never amounts to anything. The best you can really hope for is just to kind of survive against this massive Navy and Air Force and Ground Force coming at you. So Jess here just kind of to be out of the way. Alright, over here we will drop off and get more infantry out and get a T-copter too. Sonya is here because Sonya is, as I said, kind of the least worst of the 3 with bombers. And this is the easiest front to set up on because there's no pre-deployed Sturm army here. He can build whatever he wants from those bases with his massive income, but no pre-deployed force at least. So that makes it easier for her to get set up with bombers faster. So Sturm, if you've forgotten, in this game is a monster with plus 1% attack and defense for all units, and they move full speed through all kinds of terrain. Note that he blocks his own MD tanks there, because his Neotanks move first, because AI always moves their faster units first. This is a bit of a problem for us here, because we really like the Neotanks and MD tanks to be together, but they won't be. So we can't hit them all together with missiles like we would like to. Alright, we'll go for that missile anyway. Go for this base, because that's much more important than merely finishing a city would be. Drop off to go for the other base over here pretty soon. Now, over here we have a choice. With most COs, let's say you can just load in the T-copter and fly over this way, that'll be fine. Or maybe position it over here, this turn, then pick up an infantry next turn and go for it. With Sammy though, our transports are too fast. If we just fly like this, his artillery will still be in the air when we arrive and will stop you from capturing the base. See, the thing is, Sturm has many bases, too many for his massive income. He can't build a good unit from every base every single turn. So if you grab something early on, they'll be unguarded. We want to do that to force them to fight only a few fronts at once. So instead I'll fly over here to grab the airport, I think. Build an infantry there, go for this city, get another infantry out, and get another T-copter to go for the base next turn. let's capture that, and we'll get started on the next one next turn. And we'll drop off as close to the front line as we can get. And we can pick up someone else next turn too. Pretty good APC use, I would say. Then we get a tank, because we need to have some kind of fighting unit, and tanks are basically all we have. Over here, we will advance slowly. I could go for either the base here or go for that city. I'll probably go for the city, actually, just to take income away from Sturm. I feel that's a little bit more important, because over here, we're actually going to stop building units pretty much right now, because we want to save every single vague currency G of currency for bombers. And there's just nothing else to really capture, you know? It's just wide open spaces until we get to Sturm space. So where will Sturm build his rockets? That's one of the big questions of this turn. 90% of the time he builds over on just his front, which makes that front basically impossible to advance on without specialized tactics. But once in a while you'll be lucky to build it in the middle. I want to have things go the hard way this time so I can demonstrate my tactics for that, so I'm hoping he builds it on the left so I can show how to deal with that for your own runs if you're doing one. Well, it's keeping me in suspense. The camera didn't pan over to it. Let's see. Okay, rocket over there. Good, that'll make things challenging. Alright, let's capture that. And that. And we'll fly over toward the airport before we can get there. With his cruisers, that is. And here we'll fly over toward his soon-to-be unguarded base. Get more infantry. We'll start this capture. We'll be hit by the minicannon, but we can still finish it in 2 turns, because we're Sammy. Kind of the last one, that being Sammy, will be genuinely good on this map. Although the space isn't that important to get early, so, yeah. Alright, that should be about all we can do. So we capture a Sturm property here, but we're not really, decreasing his income as much as slowing down his growth because he has some neutral properties to capture, so we'll do what we can. Drop off to the north because the Black Cannon can fire. We don't want to be in its range. And here we go down toward the missile. And let's get ourselves out an anti-air to deal with his air units. And some more infantry. Okay, so you go toward the missiles. You load up and run pell-mell to the south, because we need to get to this missile silo here before Sturm gets to it. If he gets that, he'll basically just instantly ruin our no casualties run right there. And you can just walk into place over there. You capture that, and you walk over toward that base, and we just keep saving our money. Nothing really matters but bombers in this mission, I would say. Alright, Sturm still has many options available. I don't know what he'll do. The AI is very unpredictable in this mission. Can't quite catch me. His beecopter there has many different options available. I'd say about 7% of the time he'll stick around the airport like that, but once in a while, he'll fly either south toward Sammy, or north toward Jess, or northeast toward Jess. Any of those, you can deal with them. It's of course easier if he sticks around the airport, which he usually will, but occasionally he can cause trouble. I'd say the biggest problem is if he goes northeast. Kind of the timing of it is rough to deal with. If he goes just north, your anti-air can take care of it. If he goes south, you can deal with it. If he goes northeast, you can still use my strategy, but it is a little bit trickier. It'll take some rethinking. Alright, so over here we'll drop off near his least favorite airport. That's why it's abandoned, basically. He always prefers to build from this one, if he can. So this one's left empty in the early turns. Let's capture that. And finish this one. And drop off to grab his base over here. Okay, it's ours now. So I think I'll have you go down here to get refueled. And maybe you move to this position where we have to capture the airport or capture that city. And you walk over there, and you go over here, again threatening multiple captures. And then I might leave this one strategically uncaptured for now, I think, and get myself out a mech this turn. and a B copter to deal with his heavy tanks that way. Okay, that should be good, I think. Alright, so we'll grab that thing, walk slowly back toward the action where we can eventually help out. So at this point, with most COs, even good COs, you're basically just stuck at this point. You can't capture the base with the rocket shooting at you, you can't really get to the rocket, it's hard to tell what to do. And then you can never really advance towards his base as he makes better and better troops and his battleships come into position and his bomber comes into position, and then you're basically just toast. But there are two things that I know that get me out of this situation. One of them is, the Black Cannon only fires on odd numbered days, so today is safe. Number two, as I said in many previous missions, AI must always attack capturing infantry if possible. So if I drop off like this, and then capture that thing, he now must shoot that rather than the tank that's driving right at him. Over here I can now launch this missile. You never really find a juicier target than that. I mean, a battlecopter, a bomber, 2 battleships, and 2 submarines. Yes, please. So let's shoot that before they get here. And walk over here to reinforce that capture. Better get ourselves another anti-air, I think, because the first one we kept with the Black Cannon as bait, so we want to have one that's actually healthy to deal with air units. Okay, capture more Sturm stuff. That. And you launch another missile to help out Jess, because 70-speed battleships can still team up to kill whatever they want, basically, or an soon-to-be 90-speed bomber can kill whatever it wants off most terrain. But if it's at 6 HP, that's more manageable, so we better reduce it to 6. Okay. Over here, I don't know if infantry is going to be on an aggressive AI or not. I don't really care. I want it just to be out of my way as I go for the missile silo. That's all that matters. Then we get a bomber, and we call it good. Now, you might think that I have kind of oversaved here and could have gotten 2 more infantry, but that's not really the case, because I'm thinking about next bomber. If I get 9,000 income this turn, and then 11,000 next turn by capturing these things, they'll give me enough money to get a bomber basically in 2 turns rather than in 3 turns, and that is well worth it. So, all carefully calculated out. Take a hit there. This is kind of the last turn when the units are all grouped up together, so this is the chance that we want to use hit them with missiles and things like that. Okay, and aggressive infantry, that's fine. That is a little bit less fine. He doesn't usually do that. He usually has it drive over here instead. Well, okay, I guess I better attack him then instead of capturing the airport right now. And get a fresh infantry, I think. Here we'll grab that airport and fly back over here. There we go. So here things get trickier. Of course, we can have many attacks coming at us this turn, and anti-airs can easily kill units in one shot, so we can't allow that. But again, the AI must always attack capturers if a capturer is available. So if we have someone capture, say, this property over here, the anti-air must attack it. Likewise, if someone captures, say, this property over here, and doesn't capture this property over here or whatever, this anti-air must attack that target. He has no alternative. So I can now know where he'll be exactly. I can drop off something like that, maybe. Or, I don't know. That will do. Let's get out more infantry. Over here I will walk this way and cover that thing. And he can't hit the battlecopter because he must attack the infantry, so that's fine. I might want to see if I can distract his artillery to come back over here, so maybe I will walk like so, and like this to be able to capture either of those properties. And then let's get an MD tank out to deal with his heavy tanks that are coming soon. You can consider getting a bomber instead of some of these things, but I feel like numbers are more important here. Especially for a no-casualty 300-point run. We need to get a lot of kills at once, which means we need to set up a lot of units to be all injured but not dead at the same time. So, if it kills units, it's no good for us, really. We want to leave them alive, but just horribly injured. Alright, that should do, I think. Alright, we better launch ourselves a missile over here. Those new tanks are still a big threat, but they're now manageable at least. I've got an idea. Might do things a little bit differently this time. Okay, well, we're gonna capture, let's see. He didn't build over there, which is usual. He does not often build over there this turn. So we'll go ahead and shoot that thing. Then we'll go ahead and block his base. If he builds an artillery, that's usually okay. He'll usually just run it out of your way anyway. But good to be prepared for different eventualities. This will be black cannon bait. Then we will join up over here. He has to keep shooting at us. And slowly advance toward the front lines. And another anti-air forward. Let's get a third one. Some will be hit with black cannons. We need to have replacements. Okay, we'll capture that, and drop off down over here, and capture that, and launch one more missile in defense of Sammy. So normally what I would do at this point would be leave the anti-airs at 7 HP, leave the tanks at 1 HP. But I might try this time leaving the Neo tank at like 1 HP. Although then what happens, they'll just join up, and then they'll probably end up repairing the city, which is not really good for me necessarily. So I might not want that. It might be better for me to have them come in at lower HP and I can deal with them like that. So yeah, I'll try it like this instead, the way I usually do. There are many approaches that could work here, but I think this one is probably one of the better ones. Okay, over here I'll drop off to then grab this missile. You know, I might actually stand here to grab the missile. Just so the artillery isn't attempted to drive onto the missile itself, I would think. We'll see. Saving all our money for more bombers. Alright, what will you do, Sturm? That's all as expected. Annoying, but not unexpected. Okay. Well, we can adapt to this. Let's do the obvious moves first, simplify things. Man, he's really rushing me with that B-copter. That's okay, it's only at 4 HP. I can't kill it with infantry, but I can, survive his attacks for a little bit at least, so that's gonna be fine. I think what I want is to try to bait some of his units into attacking me from sides where I can lure them deep into my base over there and then trap them for power scores later. I'm going to launch a missile over here, like for sure, and hit those guys, so that guy will go back for repairs. And these ones will be at 7 HP apiece. I can't really attack this safely, because even a 7 HP Sturm MD tank can just pummel me. I could have the MD tank drive over here and probably kill off that thing, which I don't necessarily want. I'd kind of rather it lived at low HP. I do want to do that attack, I think. leaving that guy alive but horribly injured. And I think I want to bait the anti-air to come over here, maybe. Especially if I can get it to attack from that side. And then hit it with a mech next turn. So I might do something like this. I don't know, I'll legitimately capture that thing. And then how do I control units over here? I can attack like this with impunity, that's fine. I want like this Neo-Tank to come over here and attack that guy from that side, if at all possible. Now I do know that units over here will move first, so if I have something like... if I capture with this guy over here or something like that, the recon will come over there to that side first. Attack the guy, then he won't actually be able to get to the side that I want him to, will he? Although, yes, he will. He'll go to that side, which works just as well for me. So that'll be okay. So I want to stop capturing that thing and that thing. And I want to try to block one of these guys in, basically. See, I want the anti-air to not get away is the thing. If it walks away, that's not really great for me. But I also want the Neo-Tank to be able to come in here and attack from that side. Might not be possible to achieve both those objectives. I might need to let this thing just walk away. Well, we get ourselves out a mech there, and probably another... actually, I need to save my money, because I need to get more guys out over here, too. Okay, so currently you will probably go running back, which I don't really want, but we don't have a good way to prevent either. You can attack anything there, but that's fine. The recon will currently come in, it'll block that guy and attack it. Then this new tank can do nothing but attack that MD tank if it wants to. Or attack, like, an APC over here, which would be okay too, I guess. And then this one will go over there to attack that guy from that side. Well, this guy goes over to attack that guy from that side and then gets hit by a mech next turn, which works for me. Okay, I think that's about the best I can do. Alright, so this base will be mine. Where can you fire to? Okay, interesting. You can't hit over there, so that distraction will work. I think the rocket is not smart enough to prioritize the base over the city, but just in case, I should probably go over here and attack this rocket from this side anyway. Charge on in. And over here, I'm going to leave this guy deliberately in battleship range, because I want the battleship to just fire away at that guy every single turn and get stuck there doing nothing. That's the goal here. I could try driving him off the seas with like a submarine, but like my just bad subs against his powerful Sturm subs and cruisers, like it'd be pretty painful and not necessarily worth the investment. Plus, it'll give him a ton of power charge, which I don't really want. I'd rather just keep him occupied here firing away endlessly, doing nothing. Like that, and maybe save our money for future purchases. Okay, so over here we'll fly down. We'll bomb this guy from this position. We can either go for his left base or his nearby base. Here we will launch this missile. That's a good spot, I would say. And I'll stand here, so if his infantry wants to attack me, he must do so from the road. I mean, he'll still win because he's Sturm, and I'm Sonya, so I'm terrible, but it's something. Likewise, over here, I might drop off like that. So if he wants to attack me, he's to attack against the mountain in front of the plains, so we have a Sonya counterattack bonus, which is still not good enough because Sonya is still bad and Sturm is just that strong, but you know, I'm doing what I can to equalize things a little bit at least. Okay, so the battleships are busy. That's good for me. That's as predicted. Not what I expected there, exactly, but it's fine. That's exactly as predicted. Unfortunately, that guy's getting away. Okay, so over here we're going to go ahead and capture another Sturm property. Perfect. I want this here to be at like 1 HP and unable to progress further, basically. If they die, he'll replace them. If they're at 1 HP somewhere on the map, they might not do anything useful, they might just run out of the fuel somewhere. This guy can probably, unfortunately, get back over here. Yeah, he'll make it, so he'll get refueled and come back at me eventually, but as far as I can tell, yeah, it's kind of a quota system. They'll always try to at least have 2 anti-airs on the map, maybe 3. Never more than that. But they don't really care about their positioning or their health, from what I can tell. So 2 1 HP useless anti-airs somewhere on the map are good for me, because it means you won't build more anti-airs in places that actually do matter. Alright, now over here things are going to be pretty challenging. I need to think very carefully about my moves here. I can go ahead and complete that capture and then have another airport, which would be nice. Money is good to have too, for sure. I could work on this capture here, despite the artillery shooting at me, and I will capture it eventually. It might be worth going for. Oh, couldn't even produce it to 6 HP? That will make things a little bit tougher. He built a rocket here, so I feel like I better get myself a tank to ward that off. We will see how this goes, I guess. But yeah, I better be really careful over here. This is the turn the Deathray will fire. So everything in these 3 middle squares will be vaporized down to like 2 HP and just ruined. I can't allow that to wreck important units. And I can't allow it to have him get set up for kills in anything whatsoever, really. So if I start capturing this, I can hopefully bait this new tank to come deeper into my territory there and then get surrounded or something like that, maybe. Especially if I have another infantry there to weaken it. But I just can't guarantee that he won't go into repair mode and try to leave, is the thing. He might do so. I also deal with the fact that there are a total of 4 attacking Sturm units over here, basically. I have, in theory, 4 cities I can capture. Some of my units are injured and therefore might just get killed anyway, which would ruin everything. And I can't just soften these guys up because I'll be going into, Deathray range or Medicannon range to do that. So, I can kind of like box that guy in or something so he only can attack that target, but I'm pretty sure he can kill it. I should check my numbers on that, but I'm pretty sure he can kill it. No, he actually can't. I looked it up online. He can do it most 99% out of 100. I'm guaranteed to live. That might be what I need here. Let me check whether, like, a 7 HP MD can kill off an 8 HP infantry that's capturing, though. No, that's okay too, as long as nothing else attacks it. So I can maybe do, like, a bait like that, perhaps, where we kind of just forced to shoot that guy. I just captured it by mistake, and that's okay, I guess. Not what I meant to do, but probably okay. Then I need to basically distract all these units with different targets so they can't focus fire anything. Fire at you. I don't really want to, it doesn't really help me, but I could. If you send there and you go for that capture, that will bait one of his units. This doesn't repair, that guy's stuck for now. We complete that start that capture. We need to build a wall so we can't hit from multiple sides with any units whatsoever. This guy will move before that guy, I think, so we won't have this guy accidentally block himself, so that's going to be okay, I believe. Probably want to have the mech over there, I would think. But again, we want to be out of Deathray range as well. It's also important. I could get a fresh infantry there just to join up a little bit, which might be worth something. Complete that capture. Block you in a bit. And then... Let's see. So you're in repair mode. We're pretty confident about that. You're going to be stuck shooting that guy. He'll be down at 1 HP, but he'll live. You should be forced to go for that guy if you're not just walking away in repair mode. Which wouldn't be good for me if you got away, because I want you to be pulled deep into my base, but... Is there a way for me to prevent it? With an expensive wall, I can keep you in a little bit longer, but I will get hit by the Deathray, which isn't great. But it might be worth it. And one of these guys will go for that, and the others will go for the other ones. And they should all live, although be severely injured. Okay, it's tough, but that's what we're going with, I think. Yeah, I might want to be... up here where I have more striking options. Loop around and attack whoever I want. Maybe over there we can threaten the artillery too. Nah, I think over here. Okay. Tough, complicated mission. So over here we do get his base out from under him. That is ideal. This turn, the black cannons can fire. We need to have some kind of bait unit for that. We probably should just take out that teacup and force him to build a new one. AI kind of has a quota for that too, where they always want to have at least 2 T-copters on the map, basically, and we'll prioritize that over almost anything else, so that's good for us. Capture that thing. You'll probably be the black cannon bait. Over over here I might start working on a bait ball. Expensive but unimportant units that will eat rocket fire, or eat meteor fire next time. Maybe pick up someone from the back next turn. He built a mech over there. That is very unusual. Unusual and a bit of a problem for me, I think. See, what I would normally do at this point would be he'd either have a rocket there, or he'd have an infantry there. And then I can attack with the bomber, and then block him in with the APC. But like this, I'm not sure that works anymore. Because his mech will be down to like 5 HP, I think. Yeah, then they'll get healed back up to, 7 HP. At 7 HP, if he attacks a 5 HP APC, which is what it'll be at, because it will be hit by the black cannon, can he just kill me guaranteed off of that plane? Yeah, guaranteed. So I can't do that. It's unacceptable. So what do I do instead? I need to take a swing. I need to block him in, but I need to block him in a way where I don't just die, So maybe what I'll have to do is attack him like so, drop off, have him attack an infantry, which he'll severely injure, but he won't be able to kill it super fast. That'll pin him in place for another turn, but I'll then block him and kill him, hopefully. And have to bring this guy, who would normally have go for this space, instead just walk over here, maybe, and try to capture that next turn. This guy might be a good blocker too, maybe. Going to be tough. But I do have another bomber coming in, so that will help in the future. And I'll get a third one pretty soon. Now, I want to just kind of stick around in this area so I can threaten to capture his base out from under him in the future. Alright, let's see if I forgot anything or if I properly covered every possible angle of attack during this Deathray turn. Thinking about every single Sturm unit and pre-placed thing and, the Deathray and its superpowers and whatnot can do with every possible configuration of attacks is not easy. And requires some number lookups for that matter. Unfortunate, but I can work with it. Okay, so I survived that challenge. Over here I'm in some trouble. I probably need to get myself a fighter to ward off his threats here. But if I do that, then of course escalate him into pulling his own fighter down there, and that's an expensive air war I don't really want to get into. I just don't really have a choice. Yeah, if you were in range, you can hit that guy instead because he's capturing, but you're not, so it won't work. I probably want to just keep up the free hit train on that artillery. Chew it up bit by bit. I am getting to the point where I've captured a good number of Sturm's bases. His income is now a little bit lower than it was when he started off. Just a little bit. But, that's counting for a fair amount here. Alright, how do I stop that recon from tearing up whatever units I have here? And getting a kill on something? That's going to be a tough question. I think I need to bait it over to here somehow or other, without it being strong enough to actually kill off whatever the target is along with that MD tank. Okay, I've got that property. That's very welcome. Over here, I think I probably need to do that free hit from there. His rocket is locking my base at this point. That's really, really bad for me. Whatever I build from there will get hit by the rocket and the minicannon, and then we'll just die. So that's a huge problem. No way around it. He covers that guy perfectly, so that's also not good for me. I think the guy's in repair mode, so I think he must just keep trying to walk out of the base, I believe. I don't want him to get out this way, though. I'm very picky about which way he leaves my base. I wish there's a free, safe side to attack that guy from, but there's not, as far as I'm aware. That guy will run out of fuel before he gets to a city, I believe, so that's good for me. If I attack you like so... it's a start. If you get out of the way... you guys, like, join up, I guess. That might kill what I don't want to do. Okay, I just need to force the recon and the enemy tank to attack this guy from, like, a side that can then get them pulled in deeper over here is what I'm going for, basically. While leaving this guy, like, theoretically able to move, but not really. And these guys able to move in deeper where I kind of want them to be. But force to attack that guy. That guy might go into repair mode now, I might pull back. I might just have to accept that if it happens. I don't want to trap that guy completely, because then he'll just probably start attacking and cut his way through. I want to just mostly trap him, I think. Maybe if I'm lucky, they'll try to join up with each other. I'm pretty sure I could prevent that. If I walk like that, just trying to box it again, force him to run on the fuel, just have him run around and waste fuel again and again and again and again until he runs out and can be killed at my leisure. That's the goal here. Don't want him to be able to attack that guy, so I better have him stay back. Yeah, you can stand where you are. Okay. This is getting... I'm saying it's getting complicated. This has always been complicated. It's getting more complicated. It's definitely the hardest mission of this challenge, I would say. The sheer number of variables up in the air is just overwhelming. Okay, let's join these guys up. Now, this is the turn where the Black Cannon does not fire. If we want to get something special out, now is the time, basically. I think I'd like to get myself out a missile, really. I'd also be very happy to just bait the beak up and come over here and attacking something stupid and then getting killed. So maybe I'll have this guy walk like this. Let me make sure he can't get a bomber out to cover himself, actually. He's got 27,000 funds. That is enough for a bomber. Unless there's forced to build something else to replace it, or has enough repairs coming on that he can't do it. That'll drain a little bit of money, that'll drain... that thing will be dead. Yeah, he can probably get a bomber, and if he did that, he'd then be able to cover himself, which wouldn't be good. Unless I can kill like a T-Copter or something somewhere, so he's forced to replace that. But no, I don't think I can. So he probably has a chance to build a second bomber this turn. In which case, it'd be dangerous to have the B-Copter after me. So I'd probably better not do that. I'd better just, you know, walk down here, something like that. Can he hit that with the battleship? No, he can't. Okay, good. So we'll capture that thing, then let's get ourselves out a missile to go over and try to lock his airport eventually. And over here, I guess we'll cruise on in this direction. And let's see, how close is he to his superpower? He's definitely got to be getting there. Yeah, he's getting there all right. Okay, we'll keep this up, and keep working on that bait ball too. Alright, so we'll be a little bit slowed there. We won't capture the thing as fast as we wanted to, but we will capture it eventually. And you just fly straight on in there and threaten that rocket. We can't leave it on the loose for any longer. And you better just start fighting up there, I guess. Get out another bomber. If I fly here, he can't actually get to me with anything, can he? I think that's right. So, once he leaves this thing unoccupied, I'll have people ready to swoop in and take it. Continues to work. Oh, flying back with that one. Unexpected. Okay, that one is making a getaway. And the other one? What's it going to do? Okay, I was right, he did build a bomber, so I'm glad I didn't bait the B-Copter over to me where it would have attacked me for sure. And I'm back at full health here, so I can totally go ahead and capture that next property later. Well, hopefully I can now bait you over into that position there where you'll get stuck and killed later on. And you, I don't even know what you're trying to do, but you'll run out of fuel eventually, and that's good enough for me. Okay, if the tank attack this rocket, and that does leave me in mech range, but then if the bomber attacks the mech, that's okay. Might be worth going for. That will hopefully leave me enough breathing space to... Actually, you know, the rocket will probably force you to just keep firing away at whatever people I have in the area, so the mech might not even be able to attack me. Maybe. But I'll do that. Soften him up. Then over here, I want to leave these guys alive, technically, just so I can pulverize his infantry all at once later on for a good power score. If you build an infantry here, I'm afraid they might actually be able to swarm and kill it with like the rocket attacking plus the infantry swarming it, and it being hit by the mini cannon. If you build a recon, I think it'll live. Barely. We'll poke that guy anyway. If I send here, he'll probably shoot me, then I can just trap him and kill him later on. That will be good for me, I'd say. We'll capture that thing. Its economy is still great, but we are catching up. We need bait for both the tank and the recon now, I think. And still, of course, for the MD tank. Things have not stopped being complicated over here. I really, really want to get a bomber and take out the mini cannons, but I can't do so yet. And if you attack the recon... Oh, you'll kill it. Oh. It's a little bit disappointing. So how to distract the tank and the recon and the enemy tank at the same time. I want the enemy tank to come over here. I want this empty tank to go, like, elsewhere, but hard to make it run the field doing so, I think. Given that the new tank started running away, I could just charge in with this copter over there and just attack it, I guess. It lived anyway. But, like, no harm done. Now I occupy a decent tile, I guess. You can attack over to here, but not to there. Okay. If I capture like that, the tank will be forced to attack that guy, I believe. And if I stop capturing this thing, then the MD tank at least has to go over here, but the recon might do it too. If it has the opportunity and can't get to anything else. Do I want that? I'm not sure I do. And the two of them here together would be hard to control. But I can't have them getting over there and attacking that guy in unison. I could like walk onto this thing and just attack the recon and weaken it a little bit more so it's a little bit easier to control. I might do so. Okay. Mech over there might be what I need. And here, if I join up like that, I think the empty tank has to keep attacking me. If I attack him like this, I should live, right? Yeah, barely. He's getting weaker, bit by bit. This might lure that guy to come down this direction where he's hopefully controllable. And separatable from the other guy, that is. What if I did get a bomber there and then just put infantry everywhere else? How would that go? You can't hit there. That's okay. And then I get infantry here. You're distracted, but need to keep the recon from choosing to go anyone but where it currently stands. Over to that guy. You are in an okay place forming a wall, I guess. But you've got to be kept walled in. You can currently loop around there, which is unacceptable, because you might get a kill that way. But if you stand here, then you can't do that. To say this mission is stressful is not the half of it. Alright, he also will have a superpower this turn. I need to make sure it does not hit anything valuable that I have over here. Now, the important thing to know is twofold. Number one, he always must do superpower first, thing in the turn if he has it. He can't wait till a later opportune moment. He can't use it if he only earns it mid-turn. And he also, it's random how it targets. In this game, it has three possible things it can do. It can either do the most HP damage, doing 8 damage, everything in its target range around a target unit. Which usually means the most number of units, but if you have guys that are injured, it might not mean that anymore. Or it can do the most value damage, deducting at his own guys. Or it can do the most value damage, but doubling the value of indirects for some insane reason. So in terms of most value damage currently that Sammy has, it might be, let's see, this is almost 25,000, a little bit less. I don't think anything over here gets even close to that, I don't think. I mean, this is 16,000, 20,000, yeah, doesn't catch up. This just doesn't catch up. So in terms of value, I don't think it's going to go for Sammy, especially given that some of his own units are mixed into things here. In terms of HP damage, if it goes here, it would hit me for, 8. I basically would hit 6 of my guys. So if I have at least 6 guys over where Jess is, that should supersede that, I think. And for indirect value, not even close. Of course it's going to go for Jess, because I have all the artillery near here. Okay, so we will go ahead and capture that thing. And then over here, nothing can survive a Sturm bomber that's at full HP. What I want to do, I think, is leave the city over here uncaptured, and then I'll go for it if he moves the bomber up here. Then that'll force the bomber to attack that rather than something more important. Blocked my missile there a bit. Where can you target? And is it odd or even turn? It is an odd turn. But this tile is okay. So we're going for that, I guess. Just barely safe. Actually, in terms of value, how much is this? Is this too much value? I better probably evac those guys. Oh, you're gonna get hit by the rocket, aren't you? You'll live barely as long as I make sure that the Black Cannon shoots something else, like this APC. Jeez. So many crazy variables to think about in this mission. Okay, so you'll live, barely. You'll get hit with the Black Cannon, living at 2 HP. Then in terms of value, this is worth 20,000, 28,000, 35,000, 36,000. That's a lot of value. 36,000, okay. Well, this over here is... Okay, so if I attack the mech... Come to think of it, is he going to get his superpower this turn at all? He won't, actually. Okay. I was thinking to attack the rocket, which would give it to him, but I'm not actually going to do that. So this is fine. Everything is perfectly fine. And I have plenty of time to get my bait ball set up properly. We'll take that over a little bit faster. And over here... Just die already. This is the turn he'll shoot, but I'll still be okay. I'll capture it next turn anyway at 5 HP with a 4 HP target, so that's fine. I still don't have enough spare funds to do anything but just save for bombers, so I guess I'll do that. Okay. So close to your Super Sturm. We'll get it next turn, I'm sure. That's perfect. Joined up there. Didn't expect that. Oh good, they're retreating away from the battlecopter and bomber, so that's good for me. Okay, so this turn he will get his superpower, and that means two things. The meteor will come crashing down on I need to make sure it's Jess. And it also means other kinds of trouble too, because he gets a massive power up that turn as well. If I go for that property, he will just kill me. If I go for this attack, he'll do massive damage to me, but I should live, even with him having the superpower. If I have a fighter to back me up and then keep up the dogfight, which is really expensive and painful. And I'll still get pummeled by the... Actually, no, I won't necessarily. If I attack like this from that side, I can block the guy that captures thing. That might be worth it. Like, I need to think about it, though. I don't want to initiate that dogfight when he's at full H... When he's at his superpower, I mean. Okay, I don't know what you're doing over there, but I'll take it, because it means that you are, you know, gonna run out of gas somewhere in my base and then just die. So, sure, be over there. Although I do worry about killing this mech. I can't allow that. Okay, that's where I want you. Left at 1 HP so I can kill you in one shot later on for a super powerful turn. I think I'd probably better go ahead and kill that rocket, even if it does mean that the mech gets a shot at me. I think that's worth it. And then over here, the missile does not cover that mini cannon, so I can totally with impunity just go like that, and like that. One mini cannon down. That will help a bit. Gives me more breathing space over here to do what I want. Probably better join up now. And then I can maybe walk like so and attack you. I was hoping to do some luck damage there, it didn't happen, that's okay. But you should be helpless or maybe go into repair mode. And then do I want to aggro him this turn or wait another turn? I think it might be smart to wait another turn. Let him get his superpower out of his system first. And over here I better make sure that I am not going to get destroyed too bad by his super and things like that. What I might do is walk like this, take this attack, soften that guy up. You're still on the loose, which, you know, I don't like. You don't have good coverage, so that's beneficial to me, I think. You might just join up, which would not be beneficial to me. Let's get a B-copter over here. And I'll stand something like that. Like that. They shouldn't be able to focus fire and kill anything over there, I don't think. If I attack like that, will you just join up again? Maybe. You probably won't join things that are worth more than 10 total HP. AI doesn't like to do that, so if I don't attack, he'll probably just stay like that. Okay, so if I capture something over here, I think his tank isn't forced to go for that. Unless I capture something over here, then it'll go for that instead. And that's also fine for me. If you're attacking anything, it must be a capturer, I believe. We join up like so. There we go. There's some luck damage. Having the tank get pulled in here would be just fine, I think. And then thinking about it, how many units do I have to kill in one turn? I think I need to kill probably 9 to be safe, roughly. 9 or 10. I better think carefully about that to make sure that's actually all set up the way I want it to be, but I'm getting to the point where it might be. I can probably go ahead and just capture this thing and not worry anymore about it, and just have more money. It does leave that guy free to act, but he can't kill anything, I don't think. Even with his superpower, I don't think he can. Not given that I'm on good terrain. Maybe you guys should walk over there and get rid of the backup these guys. And you capture that. You, I don't know, stand there. And get out maybe another B-copter. That's expensive. I might want to save more money, not do that. But how else are we going to kill that thing? I don't know. I might not go for the power sword yet. I might just try to box them in a little bit further. I could join these troops so they're at less scarily low HP. Because I am just kind of worried about them being on the brink of death. And then I get out another fresh T-copter over there, perhaps. So in terms of, I haven't created any big meteor bait pockets over here, I don't think. This is a lot of units. You can hit that to hit, you know, a bunch of guys. They're all low HP though, so I don't think I want to do that. But that would be 3-6 guys. I can definitely top that on Jess's front. In terms of value, this might be the most value that I've got over here. Or over here I've got, now the bombers spread out. So this is, I don't know, this is 31,000 basically. I'm pretty sure I have more value than that elsewhere. So that should be okay. Let me just check one thing here. Okay. So, next round he can probably kill a guy right off that if he wants to, with his superpower going on. We don't want to allow that. Here we better join up. I would love to bait one of these units away, but I don't think we can do so safely. How far can I advance the missile in safety? I don't know, down to here? It's not really great, because I'll probably just fly in closer, but I'll try it. The thing is that his meteor must be centered on a unit, so he can't like hit it like here or anything like that. That's not an option for him. I can maybe get an artillery out here and then try to eventually break that thing down. This is the safe turn for it, although it might be better to just save for a rocket, but I'll try it. So over here I've got 30-something thousand. I'll get another artillery. It might be overkill, but I just don't want to risk it after all the work I've done to get to this point. Okay. Let's take out that infantry at long last. We'll complete this capture. We'll complete that capture. Isn't that nice? Over here I'd love to take out the mini-cannon, but it can probably wait. What I could do, if I attack like that, and like that, he can't kill off a T-copter, and he can't get around. At least I don't think he can. During his superpower, how strong were his infantry? Let me make sure, I'm going to look at the damage numbers and make sure I'm not going to just lose the T-copter and lose the whole mission like that. No, it should be impossible for him. If I fly like that, I have blocked his base, and he can't open it up again, as far as I'm aware. And the third bomber's coming in too, so we'll soon just be really set over here. I might even pass on the fourth bomber and focus on getting out more transports and things like that instead, to press the economic attack. So, yeah, maybe I'll do that. And get more bombers out in the future, but for now, just be able to take more of his properties and hurt his economy will be worth quite a lot to me, I think. Whatever kind of meteor it is, I'm pretty sure I baited it to go after Jess, and then we just need to be sure I've controlled all the possibilities for every conceivable angle of attack you can take. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. don't love that, actually. On the plus side, I can start capturing this thing. He left that unguarded. We are really wheeling down his economy, and we've weathered the storm of his first 10 days or so. We've dealt with Deathray shot, we've dealt with his first superpower. We're not by any means out of the hard parts yet, but we are getting there bit by bit. I think I better take a break here. I can feel that my mouth is getting dry and my brain is turning into mush thinking about all these possibilities, but I'll be back to continue this and do another probably couple hours later on. Alright. Okay, let's see if I can wrap up this mission. It's a long, long way off. I've weathered the storm of Sturm's first Deathray and first Meteor, but he'll have many more coming. And he's got threats on the way right now that could easily ruin my no-death run. Let's join that up to stay alive and keep these guys occupied. Now I've got to deal with that bomber, and also this bomber. So I can deal with this bomber with either an anti-air built here, or with my fighter. The thing is, the fighter has to cruise out over the water to get close to threaten that city, I think. Yeah. Which would then mean that these cruisers can kill me, or threaten to kill me, if I attack it. So that's not really that good. So I might want to click that instead, and go with the anti-air strategy, I think. How about you join up? And let's have you guys join up like that, maybe? Then I'll build the anti-air here. If I go like this, I think I can actually kill off the MD tank next turn with this, if I want to get a good power score that way, which might be a good idea. This MD tank is basically out of fuel, so that's good for me. I want to try to drive this teacutter toward me and then kill it, maybe, because if he has to replace it, which he'll have to do when it gets low, when it dies, that'll occupy this airport and make it easier to lock it. Because right now I have a problem where if he builds something good out of the airport, I can't really advance my missile any further. But if he builds bad things like teacutters, I can advance with impunity until I have the thing locked down, basically. So I want him to force to build teacutters on crucial turns. This bomber's a big threat right now, isn't it? You need to think about that on Jess's turn. I think Jess can maybe deal with it with her anti-airs as bait, maybe. Over here, I don't want to kill that anti-air, because if I kill that, he'll probably replace it. I might try to, like, cut off this Neo tank, maybe. Like, surround it and catch it in the open and kill it or something like that. Flying over to the gold properties over here and there. If you send here, you can threaten to kill that tank there, for sure. And a bomber here can kill off that MD tank. Now, over here... If I sound like that, I will get hit by the mini cannon, but that's probably okay, because all I'm really trying to do is soften these up to the point where I can kill them later on, keeping them from joining up with anything. And I could kill off the mini cannon, but I might try to set this thing up to where I can kill it with Sammy next turn, again for that power score. That sweet, sweet power score is the most important thing. I don't want to lure the cruisers over toward this teacup, so I'm kind of keeping it away from the shore right now. And I don't want that tank to be baited in the wrong direction either. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll walk this way and see if the Neo tank comes back this way, and if so, I can perhaps catch it. Okay, so over here we've done a pretty good job with keeping the battleships occupied for now. Let's join these up and see how much money we have after that. Again, if you join up above 10, you get the extra amount of value in cash. Not to build a rocket, but this is the Black Cannon Turn, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, what I'm thinking is, an anti-air in, like, this force or whatever is guaranteed to survive a bomber attack. Now the bomber can no longer get to here, so if I stand there, I can then missile anything that it can attack me from and kill off the bomber that way. I'll lose an anti-air, although it'll be at, like, 1 HP, so it's not actually dead, so challenge run is still fine. But that'll be worth it, I think. Go like that, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's going to be okay. But this is kind of a tight spot here, where we've got battleships on one side, we've got the Black Cannon over here, we've got the bomber on this side, so there's not many safe tiles to stand in, really. It's not like safe and useful for anything. So here's what I'm afraid of. This is a good formation for dealing with the bomber, but let's say he gets like another bomber, or okay, he can't really afford that. Let's say he gets like, a B-copter out of here. 2, 4, 6, yeah, he can hit me there. And if he does that, then of course I can't lock his airport as well. Like, I'll kill off the bomber, but then I'll take a bunch of damage, so then I can't lock the airport. I think I might need to, even though it'll get hit by the Black Cannon, build another missile here, and if I have an extra missile, basically it'll have taken damage, I can join them back up and get most of the cash back eventually. Like, it's not going to be fun, but it's better than losing out in the airport lock and letting the bomber live. Okay. Well, over here, I want to capture this thing, but this is, of course, the turn the Black Cannon will fire, but I can use maybe this guy as bait, because he has 1 more HP, so it'll shoot him instead, so that's great. And you can walk over here and get to the action eventually, I suppose. And let's start bombing our way through those pipes. Okay, you should be harmless now. Although, okay, if I get you out of the way, you'll probably just suicide to attack the capturer, right? We don't want that. But this is a risk of me doing that. I don't know if he'll go into repair mode or if he will suicide to attack the capturer. I can't allow that risk because I really, really, really want to get another kill with Sammy for that power score. Here's an idea. I wonder if I can bait a rocket. Like, let's say I had an infantry over there and it wasn't the Black Cannon turn. Maybe the rocket would just sit there and block Sturm's base and fire her away. And then that would hurt his economy a bit. It hurt mine a bit too, but it hurt his more. Bait taken. Okay, well, let's see. You could attack the bomber, but that's probably not worth it because you'll get killed, so that'll ruin my no-death run. But you can do this, and this is a free hit, right? Where's this fighter? Yeah, it's too far away. This is a free hit. I'm going for the free hit. Okay. Now, let's think about kills here. That's probably a kill, anti-air versus bomber. Although, you know, it is a Sturm anti-air versus, or rather, a Sammy anti-air versus a Sturm bomber. So I'm not sure that actually will kill, because, you know, bad anti-air versus amazing bomber. But this is definitely a kill. I can kill that thing for sure and that thing for sure. So that's 3 kills so far. I can kill that thing with the bomber, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, okay, 4 kills. Pretty sure I can kill that thing, 5 kills, maybe even that one at a stretch. 6 kills if I wanted it. 7 kills. I want to leave that one alive. So just 7 kills. 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12 if I'm able to get a good luck roll or something like that. If I use like my CO power to catch up to him. Okay, that should be plenty. I think I probably only need about like 10 to just be guaranteed a good power score as long as I win it in a reasonable amount of time. So this should be what I need. And therefore, let's go for it. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 7, 8, 9, what to use my CO power now? I could do it. Also, what are the odds of you killing? Oh, I mean, maybe actually. Depends what HP he's at. That'd be worth attempting if he is indeed in like the threat range for that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for it. Defense will also be nice here, although not really needed. Nice. Okay, he's going to be forced to replace that. So that's 10. $11. Probably better to just leave that lie. Could kill those, but I'd probably better not. So 11. Okay. An amazing overkill of the power score, I think. Now, I can probably go ahead and just capture some of the things. Like, the time that when I needed to delay that is over, I would say. So let's capture that. Let's capture that. And we'll leave this one started the capture just to bait that tank into attacking it. We can probably start turning up some surplus infantry too. I think the time I need this many is also at an end. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, if his copter attacks me, it must attack me from that side, which I can then kill off with the anti-air, so that would be beneficial. So that might actually be worth doing, even that will involve taking, like, a small copter hit. 10 HP guy could probably kill me, 3 HP guy, not even for Sturm. Well then, I think next thing I need to get are rockets, probably, to deal with the black cannons. I think this side is more important, because this side has all the bombers piled up, I can't really go anywhere until I deal with it, so a rocket over here is in order. You know what I also might be able to do? What if we build a teacup over here, and then hypothetically, if I get these guys off the water, I can then bait the cruisers to come back over here if I fly the teacup over near them, or something like that, maybe. Okay, I think I did a good job there. Now, do I need to join these guys up, or... Actually, yeah, this is no problem. I've got that covered. So, we'll fire away like that. 88%. How much does this guy do? So, if you get attacked, I logically must have counted for 6% last time. I'll do 6% this time. So, 88 plus 6 plus 6 is 100. That should be an even kill right there, shouldn't it? Okay. So, we'll do that. If I join people up, can I get enough money to get a rocket after all? Yes, okay. I kind of thought that'd be right. I didn't actually do the math, but I was pretty confident I had it just about right. It looks like I did. That's good for me. Okay. I think the time has come when I can capture this thing safely. And, oh yeah, I need to actually join up. And I need to provide bait, like, over here, but that's fine. Okay. Had to improvise a bit there, but that gets distracted, this will be fine. APC carries infinite fuel for everything except for itself. Yeah, a rocket here will also maybe push his missile away, which would be good for me to keep those guys split apart. Right now they cover each other, which I don't really want. And then better save the rest of our money, I think. How close is Sturm to his superpower? Yeah, I gave him a lot, all the pummeling I just gave him. Okay, better watch out for that. Okay, well I can capture that thing. And this run I could get a rocket here, and if I did that, how soon would it arrive? Not before Sammy's did, but not that long after. It could be good for just pushing people out of here, I guess. So, that might be the right call, maybe. And you were just kind of stuck here, to be honest. Oh! 1, 2... 3. Yeah, he has 3 anti-airs. They don't usually do that, but I guess in this map, the AI does all kinds of weird things. I've seen they get more than 5 infantry too, which again is their usual go-to. So special AI for this mission, which is good, I guess. I'm glad they made a special AI for the final mission. But it does mean a lot of the rules that I could live by up until this point in the campaign have kind of gone out the window. Oh, perfect distraction there. Okay. Too. This just knot of missiles and anti-air there will be impossible to break without like a missile silo or something like that, I think. So I better save the missile over here and use it at the right time. Well, I've got this thing, so that's nice. And I'm not too worried about that bomber. It's going to run out of fuel and just die on its own pretty soon, which is good for me. Or I might come back over here and attack this guy now that there's a capturer again. We'll see. Well, one thing I'm thinking is I do want to destroy that T-copter if at all possible. So he's forced to replace it again. Is that possible? Oh yeah, I've got a B-copter right here to chase it down. I think it'll be possible. Alright, Sturm, replace that T-copter. Honor demands it. Which gives my missile over here time to advance into position near the airport. So that will be good for me. And I guess you can just hit that tank. Might as well. And if I join you up, he'll keep firing away. And over here, I'll get a rocket and have it slide over toward that black cannon. Now, what do I do about this guy here? Who can you target currently? Yeah, no one, really. That's not a big deal, then. I also do it to probably put into motion my idea to distract the cruisers back over this direction. So something like that, maybe. Prepare to load up. And for that to work, these guys have to be off the water, essentially. How far down south can you get? You can get to there and drop off there? Okay. Like, I'd like to go for that missile, I just don't think it's in the cards right now. I almost made a fatal mistake there. Okay, I need to not go into that guy's range either. Maybe I can even loop around and try to actually take his airport. Okay, over here we're going to advance. One more tile is all we need. He's trying to go for repairs, I think. I don't want to allow him to actually get there. Your 2 HP is making me anxious, so I should probably join you up. And you should get back off the water, I guess. Oh, can you just destroy that? Let's just do that. Okay. That is one tough Neo tank, isn't it? I already hit that guy with an infantry, right? For luck damage that still didn't kill it. Okay, so that thing will just die if I hit it with a few more poke attacks, won't it? So there we go. Poke, poke. You're dead. Where's my goal tile here? If I stand here, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be good. If I go like this and like that, I can join up and I can still get to their next turn. Which is what I want. If you stand there, that makes way. And I've now got a rocket aimed over there. I could have shot the missile. Maybe I should have, but then I get hit by the black cannon there. And I'm not sure that's worth it compared to breaking through over here, opening up a new avenue. Over here, I think what I might try to do, actually, do a bit of a switch-up, and, like, try to give the airport to Jess and the factory to Sammy, because Jess has no airport up until this point. And her air units are bad, but Sammy's are too. So, giving basically Sammy away to deploy ground troops over here and Jess away to deploy air troops at all could be beneficial for just kind of diversifying their armies a bit. Okay, you guys join up like that, and you are down to just 2 shells left. And this is the not safe turn over there, so it will not build anything. Although maybe up here I should just spend all my money to build artillery so I can start having a bait ball ready. Okay, almost got that. That will be nice. You know, I could actually have the rocket just take a shot from the black cannon just to shoot that anti-air. Is that worth it? I'm not sure. Maybe. The anti-air is like one of the biggest hurdles I'm going to be facing here, and if it comes in at full HP, it'll be just really hard to deal with. But if I soften it up, I think that's worth it to me. He won't spend much of his economy on anti-airs. You know, he will build and replace them, but like, he'll keep him running around at low HP, I think, for a while. So keeping a few of them in play is worth an economic sacrifice, I think. I guess that will do. Then I might as well join these up like so. And you might as well just stand over there and get refilled. There's no point in trying to advance here, really, as I mentioned. Okay, in that case, let me get out T-copters and infantry, and see if I can provide bait to lure him back over here or something like that, maybe. Alright, it hurts, but it might have been worth it. Full HP anti-air can kill too many things in one shot when it Sturms. Okay. Bait taken. I can't really kill that T-copter, I don't think. This is the last time he's going to be building T-copters, guaranteed. And he might optionally build them, but he won't have to build them anymore. This is also the turn when the Deathray will fire, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Might have forgotten about our old friend the Deathray, but it's still in play. So we'll go ahead and just grab that thing, I think. Oh, has he set himself up for another free hit? I think he has. And then if he wants to come over here and attack like that, I'll allow him to do so, I think. And in exchange, I'll get out a T-copter here and be ready to go for that missile. And you are going to just burn and die in a turn or two. Alright, Deathray Turn. So I've got to be out of the way of these middle couple tiles. I'm just going to be standing here to take care of that thing. Then I think I probably want to just build more bombers, really, to push through the middle. I've done my job of baiting these guys in that direction, so I can now fly over here, and that should be fine. I can even do the same trick of just, yeah, you want to hit this T-copter? Try it. And then anti-air him to death. Which kind of makes this one unnecessary, but I guess it guarantees that I can reach this island a little bit faster and capture things faster, so that's actually worth it for me, I'd say. Okay, very well. Alright, I am going to capture that thing with Jess for sure, so I can walk over here safely and not need to worry about just getting killed by the fighter. Over here, I want the guy to just come cruising out and attack something stupid so then I can kill him off. So if you want to attack an infantry with your anti-air, be my guest. Please. If nothing else is in range, I think he will do that. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I need to not stand there. I don't think there's any point in attacking that pipe seam, since the rocket's going to invalidate it by destroying that thing. Over here, I could definitely use more money on Sammy, so I'm going to go for that. Alright, tank. There we go. You finally redeemed yourself. He is so close to a supercar, but he's not getting it this turn. That's good, because I'm not ready for it this turn. I could leave this thing uncaptured a little bit longer, but I think I just want all the money at this point. And I might get myself out, like, some more APCs to refuel my bombers on the way as they push deep into Sturm's base. Okay, no one's in the way of the Deathray, right? Yeah. Alright, you guys are down to your last shot. And I keep forgetting to have people in the right position to join up. But that doesn't really matter. This will work just as well. Alright, if you attack that, and you back it up, and you attack that, stand there. Alright, airport is locked, so that's good for me. Bait ball is coming together. I'm glad I separated these missiles out. When they're together and can cover each other, they're a much bigger threat than if he just has, like, one of them, of course. Get some repairs there. I might fall through with my plan to get a rocket up here this turn, I think. And try to lock that base with it. And if I do the same thing on Jess's side in a couple turns, that might be good too. Just build a rocket there and loop it around there. But Jess is busy building, you know, Meteor bait, so that might not be feasible for her. We'll see. We need another APC down here is what we need. Do I want to give more properties to Sonya or to Sammy? Probably to Sonya. I think Sammy does have enough. More is nice, but she's got enough. I'm gonna just trust myself to get an APC out of that factory soon. And then we'll advance on here. So cutting through Sturm's massive horde there is easier said than done, but if we come around multiple sides, breaking through like over here and breaking through over here, we can probably flank attack him and start shelling him the indirect from the sides and then punch through with that even with our bad COs. That's the plan. With a good CO, it's no big deal. You know, you launch a missile in there, you just pummel him with Max or Eagle and just instant kill things and cut your way through, but we can't do it with these bad COs, and so we're going to do things the hard way. Because in that confined space, you know, I can't only use air units. I must have some ground units too to just crowd my way in. So the rockets are still a threat to me. Not a huge threat. It's mostly about the air units, but I did to watch out that the rocket can't like surprise kill an infantry or something like that. Or catch missiles going through the side positions where we try to flank him. Another dead copter. Another distracted anti-air. You know, I was thinking I'd love to get a bomber into, like, this tile. And just... Oh, no. Oof, no, he has coverage there. Okay. Well, that's gonna be mine soon. And you can just do that job. Down goes that guy. And you're going to crash and burn in a turn. Well, 2 turns, technically. And he won't even get CO charge up for that, so that'll be nice. Speaking of CO charge up, is he going to get his superpower this turn? Probably. Do I want that? Also probably, I think. Alright. I just need to make sure that I have people spread out so his meteor goes to waste, basically. Let's bomb that guy into the ground. And if I stand here, you can't bomb me there. This is mine now, and that's mine now. I really should have checked that, but I'm okay. I could start a copter dogfight, or fighter dogfight here, and just lure him into big fights so they can't win. I don't think I want to do that, though, because... Number one, the cruisers complicate things a bit. And number two, during a superpower, he'll be devastating anyway. So that's not really great for me. I might be able to just force him to go back for repairs at some point. Like, his fuel will deplete gradually. Or I can just at some point decide, okay, now I've got the money, and then get 2 fighters out and crush him when it's not a superpower. Or I could just, like, this turn, I bet Jess can destroy that thing, and thereby force him to build another T-copter. And yeah, that'll be nice, I guess. Okay, anyway. Just need to keep my guys spread out so there's no 2-bomber cluster or anything like that. I'm at risk of being caught between, like, the cruisers on one side and the fighter on the other, or something bad like that happening. You can't hit over there. Interesting. So if I fly like this, I think, and drop north, you can't get me. And you can't get me either. Nice. Okay, I'll take it. I guess this APC is not really doing all that much, so I don't know, stand around there. And I do want to encroach on Sturm's island over here at some point. Let me do a roundup to see where my greatest cluster of unit value is. It's probably this. About 31,000. I don't actually know if it counts the guy inside the transport. I'm going to assume it does, just to kind of assume the worst case scenario. Okay. Then over here, we can break through that. Now I can either advance the rocket or I can break through this turn. If I break through this turn, what's going to happen to me? He'll probably just start charging down with tougher units at some point. But, yeah, that's probably fine. You guys are out of ammo, so you're just done. That's it. The battleships have been neutralized. I'm going to just sit there and rot. I'd like to get a powerful unit over here, but I don't think I can actually afford much of anything. I could maybe get a rocket out, but I'd better make sure I have a good bait ball over here. So, need to top 31 or so thousand. So over here I've got... So that's 36,000. That should top as long as I don't make a mistake and have two bombers clustered together. So, I should be okay over there, I think, as long as I spread these guys out. It's not that much real estate, but I think I can do it if I'm careful. I could also get a rocket over here in that case. I think that's worth doing. Oh, let's destroy that thing and just force him to rebuild it. I would have the cheapest Meteor bait ball available. I think I've got that. I was thinking I could advance here, but no, I can't do that. That's not safe. So we spread out 3 tiles apart, basically. A bomber near a rocket would be 37,000. I've only got 36,000 here, so that's no good. So I've got to spread out a little bit further. Something like that, maybe? Something like that. And like that. I'm gonna join you up and get a APC over there. Okay, I think my bombers are all sufficiently spread. I don't think the missile can hit me. I don't think the anti-air up there can hit me. I think I'm good, therefore. Okay, I really think I've thought of everything. Perfect. Alright, you're welcome to crash in the ocean. I would love to just clobber those guys with a silo. Should I do that? Maybe I should. What's his fighter? His fighter is just going to sit there and just take it from that missile? I mean, it'll live, but yeah, I think I better go for that. Okay. Well, this is mine. You can't ask for a better missile target than that. One black cannon down, so bombers over here can advance, although, I mean, not if that anti-air has something to say about it. I think if we all work together, we can take out that one T-copter, maybe. Maybe not. Come on, Jess, don't let me down. Well, if that thing is injured, I don't think I can take out a Sammy fighter. After it eats a missile shot, that is. Let me look up, actually, how much damage a Jess missile will do during his superpower. Okay, so Steward listen to 4 HP, which I don't think is enough to instant kill like a T-Copter if I put them at full. So maybe I will do like the join up like that. And fly you up here. And I'm pretty confident Sammy can win that dogfight. Even with her terribleness. I do worry about it killing like a 7 HP T-Copter. Somehow or other. What if we built like a Neo tank over here and start ramming that through these lines? Do you think that would work? I think that would work. I think I should just... I want to take that island from him, but it's less important than not losing my entire challenge run. A full HP T-Copter? Yes. A 7 HP one? No. That's going to be the decision. And these just will soon, if I keep them running back and forth, run out of the fuel and just sink and die. I want to get through here fast. If I can. And I probably want that guy to be forced to go back and do repairs. Just making them repair themselves is of value to me. Creating more traffic jams, slowing them down, bogging them down. Anything to just clutter him up. Faster I charge through there, the better, of course. Okay, now, I need to make sure that I do not misclick here or I'll lose everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has higher HP than the damage calculator said he possibly could. But I still don't think that he can instant kill a full HP T-Copter. I'm glad I didn't put a 7 HP one in there, because he probably could have instant killed that. But this should be good. Alright, and you can go right ahead and replace that T-Copter. Again. Another rocket here might hit the spot, and by the spot I mean his oncoming tanks. And let's get over there to lock down that side base of his as soon as possible. Let's try a similar trick if we can, of just seeing if we can make some bait that he'll come after on that side. It's unlikely, but it could happen. I'd like to get a T-Copter for Jess over here too, I think, and just cruise that out to capture more of his stuff, but, you know, we'll settle where we have to, I think. You'd probably better back up by 1. But I think now I've got pretty good coverage of this section here. At least I can have it. Especially with this Neotech coming up to give me cover soon. How insane would this be? Pretty insane. I'd get through it. I would get through it. Is that worth it? Is it worth the astronomical cost of like a bomber to take out a single anti-air? Whatever he builds from there is getting zapped. Soon whatever he builds from here will get zapped too. Let's do it. I could shoot that thing, but that's probably not worth it. Although getting another rocket here could be. Boom. Need him to make another mistake. Leave another hole in his defenses where I can charge in with, like, bombers without the missile having good coverage. It's just not easy to cut through a wall like this of Sturm's units, and the Deathray does give me a time constraint. Aha! He's in retreat. Okay. I think I've disrupted him as I hoped I would by putting people on the sides rather than just jamming everything through the middle. So he realizes he can't defend himself where he is and is backing off. Alright, well you guys are slowly running into fuel, so that's good for me. This should be killable, I think. That is, I think the fighter is killable by the anti-air. So up we go. We will just attack that T-copter and missile it to death shortly. Can't quite get to shore there, but that's okay. Yeah, I could for fun build like a bomber here and start sinking his subs and whatnot. I give him free power charge, so I really shouldn't do it, but it does sound amusing. So I might do so anyway. You are one tile off, and I better make sure to keep it that way. Those things are still a threat. If they hit a T-copter, they will kill it and ruin everything. This is no time for getting complacent. The map is not over yet. Still have a few days left here. And now at long last, that black cannon goes down. Okay. Soon those properties will be mine too. I give them to Jess, but I think Jess has her hands a little bit full with the ground assault. So what do we do in here? Well, we can annihilate that anti-air and rush through this breach. That'll be good. You don't have any covers there, and you didn't replace that anti-air. So I think we're good to charge ahead here, basically. Attack that rocket, maybe? Always love to attack rockets. And neo-tanks. Infantry that die must be replaced. The neo-tank that could have put a stop to that is over there now, so no one cares. See if we can capture this city right here in the middle of what should be his turf. He's probably going to get another superpower before this is all said and done, but hopefully just one more. Okay, well, we will mow down that fighter, hooray. And that T-copter is going to be forced to replace it again. Although if that happens, I won't have an easy time actually capturing the airport, will I? I'll just keep getting T-copters out endlessly. Might need to rethink this a little bit. In any case... Oh, that's tempting. I mean, funny, but not really worth it, but still. Alright. Go like that, and advance you. Walk toward that base, ready to lock it down. I could come over with... Yeah, I might need to get like a T-copter here. And then if I clear out the T-copter on this turn, I can then drop off and capture it on the next turn, maybe. Okay, I want to get out of this breach and into the open air as soon as I can. It might even be worth eating a rocket attack to just clear the way faster. So his rocket can hit my rocket, he'll do some damage, I'll kill him, and then I will get into the open air here where I have room to maneuver. I can now back attack this just to clear the path faster. Okay, so he's already almost halfway to his next super. Alright, that's as expected, but that's a dead rocket for him. Soon to be a dead tank. Okay. That's like an AI. Huh, he's able to build a B-copter rather than a T-copter. Interesting. I really thought they had a mandate of 2 of them, but I guess not. Okay, well, I want to run those guys out of gas, which they're getting close to. This is still a just completely free hit, so yes, I'll go for that, and then I'll just blow it up, and he can keep spending more of his economy on that if he wants to. You stand, let's see, you could attack over there. Move something like that, and you can't attack anywhere over there. And if you stand there, that'll keep baiting them into walking this direction, and thereby wasting more of their fuel. If they just keep driving around every turn, they will sink in a few turns. And again, he gets no power charge if they die to just sinking like that. I wonder if a rocket here would work on those guys. Crazy, but fun to try it. Well, let's see. That missile I can only deal with if I have that rocket attack it instead of attacking the rocket over there, which I would, of course, rather attack. But actually, I can no, I can just break through that. No big deal. Alright. A few more turns until the Deathray fires. So am I going to count on just taking these things out? I think I can. She has her power ready to go. I need to use that at some point anyway. Just go for that. I have been thinking that this bomber is kind of low on fuel, and that's alarming. Let's complete that capture, and back to that. Block you there. Oh, someone's got to replace their APC again. Mech there would probably attract dangerous amounts of fire. I don't know if I actually want to do that. And then to count on destroying that artillery, I think I can safely do that, at least. And then I can clear a way to start capturing that city next turn. That would be worth a lot to me, wouldn't it? Charge in with that guy. I don't think the rocket can really make it before the Deathray fires, so I don't know. He'll probably stand around to the outskirts and just kind of cheerlead. He did his job of clearing the black cannon so they could advance. Fine. I think drained his economy, he can't replace that thing anyway, so very well. Now, I better not give him his Meteor this turn, but I should do all damage needed up until that point. Getting close, we better watch out. Again, the plan is I do something like fly here, and the next turn I go, cruise up there and drop off onto that thing. Drive, drive, drive. We're in position over there. I should definitely work on my bait ball here. That's the next priority. It's probably gonna be better than like 2 bombers in value. So we should work on that. Okay, gotta watch out for the mini cannon as the next order of business. And he also has a missile deep in his base. Let's not forget where that is, basically. Okay, it's way back there. That's not a big deal. I was thinking about capturing that thing, so I probably won't stand on it. Nothing scary is pointed at me over here, right? I don't think so. Okay. So, next turn Meteor. He'll probably be able to hit some bombers if I'm not careful about them. Doesn't really matter. That's a bit of a nuisance because it'd be hard to roust that guy out of there, but it'll be okay. Ah, he left this thing uncovered at last. Okay. So that's mine, and that's mine. That's mine. You guys can't be attacked anymore, so that's nice. He built an anti-air from the safe base, so that is unfortunate. And that does mean I need to just take some damage as I run in there and attack it, I think. If I occupy that base... Well, it does mean that he can then, if he meteors it, he'll really hurt me a lot. So I don't want to go for the mini-cannon at the same time, I don't think. Lives, that is regrettable. As is that. That guy will get hit down to 7, but even a 3 HP Sturm guy should not be able to get that kill, right? That'd be insane if he could. Insane things are happening. Might as well just shell that thing now, I guess. Oh, did I forget to capture that for like a gajillion turns? I guess I did. Okay. Whoops. You should probably fly back to where you can get refueled eventually. I think your job is pretty much done. Just that one T-copter left over there. can't risk a mech destroying an APC. Alright, let's go through this again. So currently a meteor's gonna land, I don't know where. I need to make sure it's not like over here or that'll ruin me. This is a moderate tempting target, but there's no way it's gonna be that. There we go. Okay. Here's that thing. This guy will be repaired up to 3, can attack whoever he wants. As long as no air unit is at like 4 or 5 HP or below. Well, that one's at 5, but I can't kill that thing. That should be okay. This tight tunnel is kind of a threat. It'd be pretty easy to end up with him target something in there, where we're just kind of jam-packed in. I mean, you can only hit that T-copter, so you might as well, right? Blow it up. Again, you can't hit anything, right? Okay. That's important. We better make sure it stays that way. This shouldn't be that tempting, right? That's just, you know, a bomber and a tank. That's not that great, really. So what can I provide over here that is tempting? Can I join people up for a little bit more cash? I don't think I can. Bit of an issue there. I was thinking I'd get a missile there, which would work just as well, but I can't, really. So what's this worth? 6... 7... 42,000... 43,000... I needed like one more infantry for that to work, didn't I? Five, 6, 7... 45,000. No, that one doesn't count. 44,000. That's no good. So that is tied with a bomber, but does not exceed the value of a bomber. So if he does have it go for value, it might hit 2 bombers over that. So I need to spread my bombers out as much as possible. If it targeted here, it'd be hitting what? 37,000, 44,000. That'd be tied in value pretty much. I could make it hit there instead of hitting anywhere else, but that's not necessarily worth it. This rocket could actually do some decent use for me. I probably want to keep it from being destroyed completely. This thing's not worth that much, right? So, yeah, 37,000 plus a little tiny bit. It shouldn't hit there. If I stand here, that's definitely too much value. Okay. Is there a safe tile that I can get to? Not really. 3 tiles apart, I think, is the name of the game. No way it would hit there, right? That's not even close to 40-something thousand. Okay, it could hit there, though, and that's no good for me. If I have you walk like that, that should be okay, right? And then, you know, you could go there and that'd be fine. But if you go there, that's suddenly not fine anymore. That mech is a deadly threat, too. I must never forget that. This would be okay, though, right? I think so. This is only like 36,000. That's not too bad. If I pile in these guys for, what, 36,000, 42,000. over here, what is it? Or what is this? This is like, I don't know, or 15,000, 20,000, 21,000. Yeah, maybe I better steer over there just in case. Inefficient, but we're just trying to avoid getting annihilated by a meteor last second here. Okay, we'll see if I correctly figured everything out for the, what, 19th time? Okay, correctly baited over there again. Ouch, but that's fine. Just Sturm insanity as usual. No anti-airs, because I can't really afford them, given the mandatory units. That's fine for me. And that should definitely be his last supercard. There's no way he has enough power charge, like, left on the map for more than that. And you guys are almost out of gas. So you'll sink in seconds. I'm pretty darn confident I can take out the mini cannon this turn, so in we go. Missile covers nothing. Bomber does nothing. This should be the last safe turn for the... Oh, that doesn't actually kill. Glad I didn't just click that thing without checking. Alright, so you'd better kill that thing, I guess. We need to make sure that we surround and control and deal with that tank. This rocket will help, I'm sure. Maybe I won't bother doing that attack. Maybe I'll just sit there and block the guy. How about that? Sturm is scary. Can't even kill it. What will I do with that missile just locked away back there? Okay, well, anti-air, dead. Mech, nearly invincible. Well, let's do a victory march that's trying to just steal as much of Sturm stuff as we can. didn't really matter for that one. And you guys will sink to the bottom of the ocean in just a couple turns here. You do still have coverage over there. I feel that one will be hard to remove compared to some, so go for him like that. So that Sturm base is mine. Maybe I'll open up with that one, since we'll get Death Raid, but then I'll capture that thing, which opens up that one. So I can capture that, and that, and that, and that. Alright, here comes a very painful Death Ray. Three bombers hit. But worth it to take over Sturm's entire base for fun, I think. Alright, well that's a dead unit walking. The cruisers, that is. 50 units, okay. We are at the cap. Boom, boom. Awesome. Jess, you can see, even here to the end, has really kind of been letting things down and just can't keep up on the production with the others because she's been blocked for so long. Okay, so that one is there just in case there's any trouble with Sammy clearing a path with her Neo tank. Alright, we're gonna get some use out of Jess's superpower here. How about that? There we go, Jess was good for one thing on the whole map. There we go, that is the last Sturm property on the map. As you can see here, I've overrun every single Sturm space in his entire base, just carpeted it, and I've even signed with my initial, M, right in the middle of it. I think that is pretty much the ultimate possible victory on this mission. The worst possible COs, no casualties, 300 points, killed every Sturm unit, captured every Sturm building, wrote my initial in his base, and now I'm going to win it. Could have won it like 15 turns ago, but I wanted to end my Advanced Wars 2 career on the highest possible note, and I think this was it. I suppose we have shown a remarkable lack of seriousness about the supposed upcoming destruction of the entire continent. We've seen all this in the normal campaign. Satisfied with my performance? That sounds like a 10 out of 10 from Hawk. Thank you. The troops are supposedly at the brink of collapse, they say here. I think we're just getting comfy. And that's the end of the hard campaign, so Hatch is here to join us. I did love this moment. It's interesting to have this kind of storekeeper NPC suddenly become an available CO, and a darn powerful one at that. I don't think I'll be doing the War Room. I mean, it does technically still exist, but there are already plenty of runs out there doing 300 points on it, and I don't feel like there's that much to say about it, really. They're not terribly interesting maps compared to the campaign ones, in my opinion. And a lot of them just kind of come down to cheesy strategies to abuse the AI to do early HQ captures and things like that if you want a good score. So, not really, I think, worth my time compared to the campaign, which is excellent. If they don't make Sammy like second in command after this performance, they are really missing out. He has a point. The lack of an Air Force server on Justice Side was a huge liability on this map.
Mission complete.
Well, I think with that, my Advance Wars 2 Let's Play career is probably at an end. I think I didn't know this was going to be possible when I started off with my first few missions here. I had no intention of doing no caches at that time, but it became so interesting to try to find ways to do that in every mission as I went along, rather than just doing my originally planned, 300 points and doing every mission. So I'm glad I thought of this challenge and added it. And I'm glad it ended on such a high note here. It would have been satisfying for us just to do Final Front with any COs, had fun pulverizing Sturm with the dream team of Eagle, Max, Canbig, and so forth, getting 300 points and no casualties that way, but doing it this way with the worst COs and writing my name over Sturm's base, I think is the best possible ending I could come up with. Well, with that, one final have a great day everyone for this series. And continue to watch my other series too, I hope. I have lots of other strategy game content. And I might also move on and do Advance Wars Days of Ruin one of these days. I've always loved the story of that game, even if I don't feel like it's quite as challenging as Advance Wars 2 overall. Definitely a great game, and worth checking out. I also might make more Advance Wars by Web content. I remain undefeated there, about 30-0 roughly, across my various alt accounts. We'll see about that. A perfect outcome, of course. Thank you for watching, everyone, and a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. MasterKnightDH, Jackie, Enlino, George Grin, Travis, Carlo and Dre 97, Cthulhu's Mom, Andrew Curzon, Trubsy, Skillrap, Gregory, William Wakefield, Danny Hall, Jeffrey Morse, Josh Becca, Jack, Mashas01, Jacob Marshall, Nubiana, Till Fisher, Discord Colossus, Nicholas Schmuck, Kostya Nasarovich, Luke, Goman Blackrock, Dodo King 4, Marcin Bialek, Mavith, Techno Waffle, Nebular, I Loop, Michael Francis, Emperor Kong 420, Robin Maki, Mick Balls, Daniel Sedajikato, Stiljan Flanny, Micah Marie, Christopher Allen, Stefan Van Zyl, Eddie, Wendy, Ali Kasamoglu, Lucas Riverola, Skylar Sauce, Nick Myers, Bethany James, Emp Ninjas, and Prebin. Have a great day, everyone.